So let's move on to part B of question 8, June 2024, Math Paper 2. The graph below shows a quadratic function, so it's a minimum curve. So for 1 mark on the grid above, draw the tangent to the curve at x equal to 1. Okay, so because I can't exactly use a ruler on the screen, I'm just going to try my best to draw the tangent at the point x equals 1. So at x is equal to 1, that's at this point here. Okay, so to draw a tangent is basically a line, a straight line that touches the curve at one point, so it'll just touch at this one point here. And the trick to drawing a tangent, once you have a ruler, is that the space on either side between the tangent and the curve should be approximately the same. So let's see if I can estimate this as best as I can. Okay, clearly it's not touching, but that's as best as I could get it. Actually, let me erase it and see if I can try again. Okay, this looks a little better because you can see that the space on either side here and here is approximately the same. It's not exactly a straight line, but that will have to do. So let's go on to part 2. So part 2 for 2 marks, use the tangent drawn to estimate the gradient of the curve at x equals 1. So the gradient of a curve at x equals 1 is actually equal to the gradient of the tangent at the point x equals 1. That is the point of drawing the tangent in the first place. So to find the gradient of the tangent, we just need to find 2 points on our tangent. And I'm going to choose this point here and this point here. Ideally, you try to find points that lie on the grid lines, so it'll be easier to read off. So let's look at the scale. Okay, so the scale says that 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks is every 1 unit. Right, so therefore this is 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 1. So this will be 1.25. And the y coordinate is 4. The next point will be 0.75. And let's look at the y-axis. The y-axis, it'll go in 0.2, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. So this will be 0.2, 0.4, 0.6. Alright, so the y-coordinate will be 1.6. So now that we have those 2 points, alright, we'll let the first point be x1, y1, and this will be x2, y2. So let's write down those 2 points first of all. So we have x1, y1 is 0.75, 1.6. And then we have x2, y2 is 1.25, 4. Okay, let me just make sure. Yes. Okay, so to calculate the gradient m, formula for gradient y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so therefore we have 4 minus 1.6 over 1.25 minus 0.75. Okay, so just using our calculators, 4 minus 1.6 is 2.4. 1.25 minus 0.75 is 0.5. And 2.4 divided by 0.5 will give 4.8. So gradient of our tangent is 4.8. So let's look at the last part, part 3. Write down the equation of the tangent in the form y is equal to mx plus c, and that is worth 1 mark. So the gradient of the tangent is 4.8, that's the value of m, so we just need to find c. And we could do 2 things. We could find c using one of the points, which I think I'll have to do because if I extend this, it might not be accurate, but we could try. We could extend it until it meets the y-axis. Okay, that is as straight as I could draw it. So it will cut the y-axis at -2, so that means c is -2. So therefore, the equation of our tangent is y is equal to 4.8 x minus 2. Now, of course, my gradient, because I'm doing this using my stylus on the computer, it's not accurate. So 4.8, of course, is just an estimated value.